while I'm dropping this information, make sure to put it down in the comments, and if I see it, I'll get to it because we are live. If you happen to be watching this later and it's not live, that's fine. Just go ahead and drop the question or comment anyway, and then if I get to it, I'll try to read it and respond to it because I do it as often as I can. I'll tell you what, even though I love the way it looks on camera, it's kind of distracting. So let's go to something that's a little more toned down. So let's go right here, and then we'll just stay with this filter. So if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting subscribe. My goal was to get as many people this content as possible. So in order for me to share this content and for it to work and to reach people, you have to do things for YouTube to want to share your channel. And that is, it's got to have some thumbs up, it's got to have some watches on the videos, and it's got to have subscribers to the channel. So please, if you don't mind, help me out. You help me, I help you, right? So you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You keep liking and giving thumbs up and subscribing and telling people about the channel. I'll keep giving you this good content that hopefully it's good to you. It's good to me. I hope it's good to you, but it's gonna change your life, right? And so today we're gonna talk about if you didn't see my other videos, no worries. We're gonna pick up right now. By the way, if you missed the live free training for the Middleman Business Blueprint, you guys, you missed out. Straight up, you missed out. You missed out on an awesome class, awesome interaction, awesome Q&A. You missed out on learning how to start your own business from your cell phone in 3 steps. So you missed that. If you missed the live training, I hate that you missed it. If you'd like to see it, or if you'd like to get that training, then type the word middleman in the comments. Whether you do it now or later, you'll get the Zoom link. And so let me know if you guys still want to learn that. So today we're going to talk about something that's very important. Let me get my water because I talk fast. I know you guys are probably at lunch or something like that now, so I appreciate you joining me. Guess what? I'm at lunch too, kind of, sort of, right? And the reason I say kind of, sort of is I don't really have to go anywhere to go to work. I just work from my phone, use my phone, and that's how I do it. That's all I do. And I don't want to do anything else. This gives me freedom. I'm on track to make $350,000 this year just running a middleman company. So that's why I shared with you. It wasn't always this way. In my first year, I only made $77,000. So I had to learn, go through some ups and downs to learn the business, and now I'll share with you in the training. But hey, I enjoy freedom. The time is more important than any amount of money. The catch is, though, you need money so you can get your time back. Does that make sense? And so today we're going to talk about the vocabulary that I used to have whenever I was poor and had a mindset of the poor, versus the vocabulary that the rich and the wealthy have. Right? So I don't make millions of dollars a year or nothing like that, but I do know that vocabulary changes the outlook, changes the perceived outlook, right? So vocabulary can change your forecast. And so we're going to talk about how that affects each other, right? So we're going to talk over here, we're going to talk about things that the poor, so we're going to put poor right here because that's where I was not long ago when I was homeless. And then we're going to put wealthy. Now, I would put rich. I know that's a catch word where people get fired up about being rich. But the reason I'm going to put wealthy is because I don't want you guys to always think you have to be making millions of dollars to be successful. You don't. If you make $150,000 a year, that's pretty good. You make 180, 200, you can live how you want to live. That's a good life. So we're going to talk about wealth, which is more about time than it is about money. So I submit to you that you don't have to be rich to live wealthy. Does that make sense? So let's talk about some things, and we'll put some words in the middle that you're probably familiar with hearing, and then you can tell me if these are poor words or if these are wealthy words, right? Words of the poor, words of the rich, and then we'll kind of go from there. Again, if you have a question or comment, drop it. So one thing, and we'll just do I'll just do a couple of 3 examples, but I'll put something up here, and then you guys tell me if you think it's the poor or the rich who say this, right? So let's see. Let's start with one you guys are probably familiar with. How about time equals money? Now, who says time equals money? Is it something that poor people say, or is it something that the rich and the wealthy say? So think about it for a second. Whose vocabulary is, well, time is money. Hey, I can't do that for free. Time is money. I can't just be sitting around here. Time is money. So who says that? Right? So if you said that the group that says time is money is the wealthy, you would be wrong. Time is money belongs to the poor. It's the poor and the middle class who always think about time in terms of dollar amount. They're the ones who are selling their hours all throughout the day. The poor and the middle class are the ones who are selling their hours in exchange for money. What do they pay you per hour, right? We call it a salary. What do they pay you per hour? So the poor and the middle class are the ones who are always focused on selling time for what? Money. Well, if the poor and the middle class are the ones saying time for money, then what is it that the rich are saying? The rich are saying, instead of trading time for money, I like to trade money for time. See the difference? The poor and the middle class say time equals money. The rich and the wealthy say money equals time. Meaning what? Meaning here, in order for you to make money, you have to find time to sell. So most people sell 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, in exchange for a paycheck. That's selling time to get money. Whereas the rich and the wealthy, they say, hey, we need to find a way to make money so we don't have to go to work. We need to find a way to make money by creating a business or starting an investment or doing some type of side hustle so that we don't have to go to work to get money. We want to use the money to get our time back. Back in the day when I was really struggling, my perspective was to always sell time for money. Even after I do my full-time job, on the weekends, I'm like, hey, I got time Saturday and Sunday. Who wants to buy it? And I would sell time for money. But all it did was make me poorer, right? Because I was selling a limited resource. I was relying on a paycheck, and I had no way to get myself out of the poverty fast lane, I call it. The struggle bus, right? And so as my mindset started to change, and I went, wait, time is the most important thing. So what I need to be focused on is not selling all my time. I need to be focused on how do I get more time back so that I can live my life on my terms and enjoy my life doing the things I want to do. There are things you want to do all throughout the day, but you can't go and do those things. Why? Because you've already sold your time. You agreed to sell your time to the job for money, and they own your time. And so the only way for you to get out of that is to understand that now you have to reverse that thinking and reverse that principle, that poor principle, and start finding money in another way that doesn't include a job so that you can get your time back. So now I focus on, hey, how much money do I need to not have to work hard, right? And so that's what the rich and the wealthy, they think about using money to get time, and the poor think about using time to get money. You're gonna run out of time to sell. You're not gonna have anything left. Now what do you do, right? I'd rather use my time on my terms as opposed to always sell it to someone else, right? So that's a poor and a middle class vocabulary. Stop saying time is money. Instead, so start saying money is time. Something else, all right? Who says this? Who says, I'm going to go to school, get good grades, get a degree so that I can get a safe, secure job? Who says that? It's kind of like a quiz. So who says, is it the poor or is it the wealthy who says, I need a safe, secure job? right? You guys are ahead of me on this one, you know. So it's the poor and the middle class who always say things like, I need a safe, secure job. Whereas the rich and the wealthy, no, they say this, I need cash flow. The rich and the wealthy focus on cash flow while the poor and the middle class focus on safe, secure jobs. Does that make sense? So again, the poor and the middle class struggle because they are always looking for security. So I always say, if you want to find poor people that's really struggling, find someone who is relying only on their job for their source of income. Find someone who's selling all of their time for money, right? Find someone who believes that time is money. Find someone who believes that going to college and getting a degree to get a safe, secure job is financial stability. Not that all degrees are bad. Most of them are. Probably 90% of the degrees in college are worthless. That's why I tell you it's one of the biggest scams ever. That's why I do not push, well, my kids are young, but I don't push them into college, and I never will, unless they want to do something that requires additional training, like specialty training, like a doctor, lawyer, brain surgeon, stuff like that. Yes, you need to go to college because you need to learn a lot. But for everyone else, just not necessary. Especially when AI is out there taking your jobs and you guys are going back to school, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, come out struggle lane automatically. To me, that's just a lose-lose. So the poor and the middle class focus on safe, secure job, while the rich and the wealthy focus on creating cash flow, right? I'm not looking for a job. I'm looking for opportunities to invest money into something that brings money back to me. I don't want to talk to you about a job. I don't fill out job applications, and I don't want to. Now, don't get me wrong, if I lost everything, I would, right? I have a family to take care of. But I'm blessed today where I don't have to go out and look for jobs. I haven't looked for a job in, I don't know, since 2017. I don't fill out job applications. I don't know what's on them. I don't care. Whenever I think about making money, I never think about where can I sell my time to get paid. I've had people offer to pay me to come out and do things. No, thank you. I'm not going to recreate the habit of selling time for money. I'm going to try to find money to buy back my time. I'm not looking for a safe, secure job. You can go search the classifieds if they even have that, or whatever you do now to find a job. You can go search that and fill out applications all day long. You're competing against people in your neighborhood, people in your city and state, and now you're competing with people all around the world who will do the job for less than you, because $10 an hour in India is a whole lot more than $10 an hour in America. And the companies are saying, you want $30 an hour? There's a kid in the Philippines who's willing to work for 10. We'll take that kid, right? And so again, the words that you speak can change everything. I promise you, if you get out of the habit of saying time equals money, your brain's going to open up, because your brain is really lazy. I don't know if you know. By the way, smash thumbs up if this is making sense to you and you're tracking what I'm saying. Your brain is very, very lazy. And if you don't ask the right questions, it won't work for you. It won't give you the right answers. So you have to ask your brain the right questions so your brain can give you the right answers. Make sense? So if you go and say, I can't afford it, then your brain says, you're right, we can't. And it goes back to sleep. But if you said, how can I afford it? Then your brain's going to go, okay, all right, let me find some ideas and I'll get back to you. See, when you're poor, all you say is, I can't afford it. I can't do it. But when you change your mindset from poor to wealthy, your mindset's going to go, wait, I'm not going to say I can't do it. I'm going to ask, how can I do it? How can I afford it? I love this house. Beautiful home. Upstairs, downstairs, balcony. Love it. How can I afford it though? And your mind's going to go to work and say, all right, I got a few ideas. Right? As opposed to you just saying, I can't afford that. And your brain's going to go, you're right. And leave it at that. Don't let your brain be lazy, right? And so the poor and the middle class, they focus on safe, secure jobs, while the rich and the wealthy focus on cash flow. The example is, If I needed an extra, say $5,000 for the month, I'm not going to go look for a job and say, who's going to pay me $5,000 a month? Chances are nobody. What I'm going to do is say, hey, what skill do I have that I can use to make $5,000 a month? Hey, what investment opportunity can I get involved in to make $5,000 a month? Right? Hey, what business can I start for a little bit of money and then make $5,000 a month? See, I'm never thinking about going to get a job. I'm only thinking about creating cash flow through something. See the difference? Right? Something else that keeps people poor. The poor and the middle class, they love to do this. This is one of their favorite things to do. What is that? Buy houses. You find people that are struggling in life, chances are they're homeowners. And they're not even homeowners, they're loan owners. Until you own the title, you don't own the home. So if you have a mortgage on the house, that means it's somebody else's house. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means it's not yours. But yet we're in the habit of thinking we got to own everything because it gives us some sense of pride when we're standing in front of everybody and like, yeah, this is my house, I own it. Where in my mind, I'm going, I don't care if I own it. This is something I use. And then when we're finished using that, we're going to give it back and use something else. Right? I don't have this ridiculous goal to be a homeowner. I used to, but owning homes make people poor. People are struggling to pay mortgages. Houses are too expensive. Your job doesn't pay you enough. The average house in America right now for an average good house about $450. You got to make 100 or more per year, and hardly anybody in America makes that. Only a few people. You got to make 100 grand a year to be able to afford the house. And then when you afford the house and get the house, you can't lose your job because you got a 30-year mortgage obligation. To me, that's prison. Why would I sign up to pay you for 30 years when the only way I know how to make money is a job? That means for the next 30 years, I gotta keep a job. Or you're gonna come take your house back. Why would I put myself or my family through that? That makes no sense. Do the rich buy houses? Yes. But they don't buy them the way you do. They buy them through cash flow. You buy them through a job. See the difference? You use a job to buy your house. The rich use cash flow to buy the house. You got to go to work, sell your time for money. They don't. They just create an asset, let it create cash flow, use that to buy the house. I'm not, because I get a lot of flack on here. I'm not against owning a home. I'm not against buying houses. I'm just against buying a house with a paycheck. That's the worst part. That's the prison. Now, if you create an asset or you start a middleman business like me, and that business makes you, say, for instance, $3,000 a month, that's it. And then your mortgage is $3,000 a month. Okay, then the business is going to pay for the house. Go get the house. Because even if you work or not, it doesn't matter. The business pays for it. See the difference? That's all I'm trying to teach you. Let me know if this makes sense, guys. Hit that thumbs up. That's the only way I know if what I'm saying is helping you and if this makes sense. Let me know. If it's not, I'll stop. If this isn't making sense to you, I will stop. But I'd like to know. By the way, if you have a question or comment, I'm not going to be on here very long. So go ahead and drop that question. Go ahead and drop that comment. Because I want to bless you with this content as much as possible. So again, the poor and the middle class, their focus is on buying houses. Whereas the rich and the wealthy, they don't focus on buying houses. They focus on buying or acquiring assets. See, you don't have to, you guys buy the house and it makes you feel like you own something. And then I'll show up and say, hey, it's a nice house and all, but you don't own it. But I do own it. You know, I bought it. No, you didn't. The lender bought it. They paid for it. You own the loan. Because I always get people mad when they say, I'm a homeowner. Like, you got a mortgage? Yeah. You're not a homeowner. You're a loan owner. It's a big difference. You own a loan. Somebody said, what's up with the middleman opportunity? Michael, is it Michael? Sorry, I got to get in close. I can't always see. Michael. By the way, Michael, I hope this is making sense to you and making sense to everybody because I want to bless everybody. The middleman opportunity, I'm glad you caught it. Man, Mike, you cheating. You watching my videos, man. You way ahead of me. And the fact that you just said opportunity, my God. Man, I love that. You want to talk about poor and middle class words? Start saying the word opportunity, Mike and others. Start walking around and say, hey, look, I got $500 saved up. I'm just looking for an opportunity. Boy, you start saying opportunity, it's gonna start opening your mind up. You're gonna start seeing them everywhere. Like, I see opportunity, I see opportunity. Whereas the poor and the middle class, they never say the words opportunity. Never. Reason I know it, because I never did. When I was homeless, I wasn't looking for opportunity. I was looking for help. So, Mike, to answer your question, the Middleman Course is back to its normal price, but I'll do something for you guys if you're on here and you want to get the course. I support you. I appreciate it, man. We went through the middle class training, and last night, just in all transparency, full transparency, was the last night that it was on sale at the discounted rate, and now it's back. If you want the VIP and the training, it's back up to the regular price of $997. But if you are watching this live, because Mike brought it up, I wasn't even thinking about it, but for some reason it's in my spirit. So if you are watching this live, you can go right now. Let me pull up my discount link, and I'm gonna tell you guys what to do. I want you to go, if you're watching this live right now, I want you to go to, boy, opportunity. I love that word. I want you to go right now to middlemanceo.com. That's my website for my academy. Go to Middleman. I'll show you right here. So middlemanceo.com. Go over there right now, Mike. What time is it here in Dallas? 1:10. And I'm going to leave it up until 2 o'clock for you to give you some time. But go over there right now, and you're going to see the Middleman Course. It's going to be listed at $997. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to, if you go over there right now, and I'll just, give me a second. Let me set it. So I want to make sure it kicks in. Somebody emailed me about that today, and I was like, man, what an opportunity missed. But if you go over there right now, Mike, you're gonna see the discounted rate. And so instead of $997, which is $1,000, and it's really worth more than $1,000, because I'm with you all the way. I made 77 grand my first year. This year we're on pace to do 350. That ain't bad, right? My wife doesn't have to work. My kids live in a nice neighborhood, beautiful home office. So that's crazy, because in 2017 I was homeless, and look how quickly my life changed here in Dallas. So you'll see it over there, Mike, for $297. No surprises, that's what it is. So if you go over there now and click join, it's going to be listed at $297. It'll be that way till about 3 o'clock. So because that's not, I don't want to just leave it there, because for everybody who bought the course yesterday and the days before that, it's not fair to them. So, but for everybody on this live, you got a chance to go do it real quick. So go over and do it now to be that way for the next hour or so. Middlemanceo.com, click join, and grab that course. The course is 6 hours, and the bonus is that you will get me. So I know with a lot of courses, people sign up, get the courses, go through it, and they're left alone. That's not me. I know it works because I do it. That's the only thing I do, is run my business from my phone. That's all I do. I don't do anything else, right? So for you, if you go get it now, get it ASAP, you're going to get the VIP, which is me. So just hit join, sign up for the course. That's $297. It's going to come up as $297. Don't hit VIP. That one's going to come up as more. Just hit the join for the masterclass, $297. As soon as you get it, it's going to alert me, or alert my assistant, Cynthia, and then you'll be in the masterclass at 6 hours. It's going to bless you and change your life. And then as soon as you do that, we're going to set up some scheduled meetings in the future, so that as soon as you finish the masterclass, because I don't want to meet with anybody until after they finish the course. So I give you about a week to finish the course, and then we get together and start doing some training, some group trainings, one-on-one trainings. You also get access to the VIP, which is a private online community where it's just other students like you, and we're all helping each other, all growing. So I even got students on there. I don't know if you were on the live training last night. I got students on there. First deposit was $250. I try to teach you to make an average of $150, but hey, that's what I did. Look, funny thing is I did $150 in 2020, and now I have students that are doing $250. If you were on the training last night, my boy out in Atlanta, he's doing $250 per deposit. And I was blown away, but I wanted to share that because I'm realistic. So I don't want to give you like false hopes. That's not me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna say, hey, go get the course. I'm gonna work with you all the way throughout the end of the year to make sure you get it. And if you're willing to put in that work, do it. But if you're not willing to put in the work, keep your money. Don't pay for the course. Do something else. I'm only about, because I don't want to drag people across the finish line. I'm not here to do that. I want to hold your hand and we're going to walk side by side. How about that? I ain't into pushing and pulling. All right. So what did Mike say? Mike said, I'm signing up right now. You got it, Mike. So go ahead and partner with us, man. And as soon as we get the alert, you get a week. So we put you on the clock for like a week. And then after a week, we get alerted that you've been in the course for a week, and then we reach out to see if you completed it. And they like to go through the course multiple times too. And that's fine, but it's got some great information to change your life. And I had another student on last night. He was talking about in his first month, because I try to get you 150 per booking, but he said he was only doing 100 per booking right now back in Louisiana, which is fine, but he was still on pace to do 4,500 for the month. So again, it's not going to make you a millionaire, and that's fine. But man, if you can make, and this is his first month, if you can make $5,000 almost in 1 month from your phone, what are we talking about? What are we waiting on? Come on, I've had jobs where I didn't make $5,000 in 2-3 months. So man, I'm glad you said that. Opportunity. What a game change. I can't wait to work with you, bro. Anybody else, go do it right now. MiddlemanCEO.com, hit join. You're going to get it for $297. A little bit after this goes off, it's going to go back to the regular price of $997. Please take advantage of this. Please do. That's all I'm going to say. Goodness. I hate that anybody would miss this, but here we go. So the poor and the middle class, they focus on buying houses, while the rich and the wealthy, they focus on buying assets. So a house that you live in is not an asset, it's a liability. Now I know people tell you it's an asset, but that's not true. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket, whether you work or not. So for instance, let's say you do a gumball machine, as small as it is. Let's say you get a gumball machine, fill it up with gumballs, right? And you know, the kind of snotty-nosed kids like my kids, and you put it in your friend's barbershop, hair salon, whatever. And that gumball machine makes you $25 a month. That's it. Not going to make you rich, but the lesson will. And that lesson is how to use money to make money, right? Instead of sell your time for money, let money buy your time back. So you put that gumball machine there and makes you $25 a month. That ain't going to make you rich, buy you some Chick-fil-A or something like that. That's fine. But the lesson is what I'm teaching you, not the money amount. So you put it in there, it works for you. So while you're doing whatever you do, people are turning it, putting their quarters in, you're making money, right? And so money is flowing from the machine to you. That's an asset. If money flows from something into your pocket, that's an asset. Now, the opposite is when you pay your mortgage every month, or your rent every month, or your mortgage, right? Does money flow from the bank to you, or does money flow from you to the bank? It flows from you to the bank, right? That's why I said you're not a homeowner, you're a loan owner, right? Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with owning a house or buying a house. Just don't buy them with your paycheck. I wish I would have told you this 10 years ago. I wish I knew it. Because I know some of you are going, man, I wish I would have known this 5 years ago. Let me be honest with you. I didn't know it either. I'm just learning this, and I'm just sharing this message with you. So I'm not going to lie to you and be like, I'm some super smart guru. I'm not. I'm just learning this, and I learned the hard way. But We change things and we're going to change our lives because of what we know now. And I'm giving you this info so that you can use it. Fair enough? Hit the thumbs up if this is fair. Hit the thumbs up if I'm giving you good information and it's blessing you. That's all I want to know based on the thumbs up that it's helping you. So again, focus on acquiring assets. Assets put money into your pocket. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. So when you own a house, money goes away. That's a liability. But the bank said it's an asset. It is an asset to the bank. It's a liability to you. So I'm not telling you don't buy a house. I'm just telling you don't buy a house with a paycheck. Y'all tracking? All right. If you ain't tracking, you're lacking, okay? All right. So focus on acquiring assets so that you can develop cash flow and you don't need a job all the time. And then you could buy back your time using money. Assets, look what I circled. Assets, cash flow, time. Acquire assets that bring you cash flow, and you can be free to do whatever you want to do with your life. You get your time back. Isn't that a blessing? Assets, cash flow, time. I'm just telling you. All right, Mike said he's enrolled. All right, Mike, so while you're on here, man, really, really quickly, because other people are probably about to jump on and enroll too, and perfect. So, Mike, what I do is I give you, it's a 6-hour course. Now, I'm always adding to the course. Don't worry. You get everything I add for free. So I got something else I'm working on. It's going to be an amazing bonus. It's going to teach you how to get a VA and then how to expand into multiple markets. But I haven't finished that part yet. It's going to be part 4 and 5, but you get all of that for free. And anybody else who's in the masterclass, you get that for free. Now, for right now, and I cannot promise this for long because I'm limited on time. But for right now, for everyone who enrolls in the masterclass ASAP, you get it for $297 instead of $997. And you get the VIP treatment bonus, which is coaching from me. Now, in the future, some of you guys who are watching this video, you're going to sign up for you're going to sign up for the masterclass, but it's not going to come with me. Reason being is because I can only coach so many people. I can't do it all the time. I have a family, right, that I want to spend time with. I told you the most important thing to me is not your money. You can keep your money. I want my time. If you think time is more valuable than money, then listen to this. What if I wrote you a check, God on the street, I wrote you a check today for $500,000, right? And you can go to the bank right now and cash that check. It'll cash. I'll write you a check for 500 grand. You could go to the bank and cash the check. But there is a catch. The catch is as soon as you cash the check, you run out of time. Meaning you don't wake up tomorrow. Now, are you going to cash that check? No. Ooh, what if I added another zero, made it a $5 million check? Right? And let's say hypothetically that one to cash. I don't have $5 million, but maybe one day soon. Right? I don't say I'm not going to have it. I can't wait to have it. See, my vocabulary has changed. I don't have it yet, but it's coming. I anticipate it, right? Just like Mike just signed up. Well, Mike is taking advantage of an opportunity, just like he said, which I had totally forgot about. Opportunity. Let me see. Look, Mike said, I want my time back. Real talk, tired of trading time for money. You want to be poor? Trade your time for money. You want to find people that's struggling? Trade your time for money. People that's struggling, they always look the same, right? They always look the same. Here's how I identify it. Hey, what do you do to get paid? I have a job. Oh, ouch. That means, without you telling me, you're trading your time for money. Here's what I know that you don't know. But I know time is limited. You're going to run out of it. Go back and watch the video I did about meeting the guy at the coffee shop who told me, straight up, point blank, to do everything I want to do in life while I can. Never, ever wait. So I'm never going to get on here again. I hope I never forget this, but I'm never going to get on here again and tell anybody, you got time, take your time. I'm never going to do that because that's wrong. I want you to know that time is the one thing you can't get back in this world. When I was 5 years old, I was set on fire, not intentionally by somebody, but it was an accident. I was on fire, burning, skin to fire. Not just around fire, in the fire. I still got the marks to prove it. I can't show you all of them. If you look at my hands, You can see the skin grafts. Still got it. Still got it. Fire's hot. I don't play with fire. Man, I have the utmost respect for the firemen who do that. You have no idea what that's like. I do. I know how fire feels. I was 5 years old begging that I would just die. I didn't even know what death was. The pain was so bad, I was ready for it. I couldn't wait for death. I was begging it. And so I ended up flatlining on the way to the hospital. I was probably in shock. I was only 5, just a baby. Burning up, can't imagine what my family was thinking while a child was burning, right? And I still remember my hands, smoke was coming off my body. Literal smoke. I was in the fire. I wish I could say I wasn't in the fire, but I was in it. And I flatlined. They brought me back. What does that mean? That means I died and I got my life back. But under no circumstance can you ever get your time back. Never. It is the most valuable thing. If somebody wrote you a check today for $5 billion, that's more money than you could spend. But they said, hey, the catch is you don't get to wake up tomorrow. You will never cash that check. Because you know, without even thinking about it, that your time is so much more important than money. There ain't any amount of money that can buy the rest of your time. None. Well, if you know that, why would you go through the practice of selling your entire life for a paycheck? Now, am I against jobs? No, I am not against jobs. I've had plenty of jobs. And if I lost everything, because none of this is mine, this beautiful house is not mine, this office is not mine, the cars we have, the neighborhood, none of that belongs to me. Right? We get to live in it, but the good Lord gave us that. He might show up and take it away tomorrow. So I don't take anything for granted at all. But it ain't mine, it's his. Right? And so if he takes it away, that's his will. And I'll go back to work. I'll go look for a job. I'll fill out applications. Because I got a family and I'm going to do what I have to do. Right? So don't for a second think, this guy, he never wants to go to work. No, I don't want to do it. There's no rule that says you have to work hard to be successful. That's a lie. Look, I can put it up there. There you go. Look, there's another without me even thinking about it. I'll put it up here. I don't know if you guys can see down here. I'll put it right here. Hard work. Right? Work harder. Who says that? The poor and the middle class. What do the rich say? Work smarter. I say work higher, but we're not going to get into all that. Look at that. Look at that. This came out this way without me even thinking about this, guys. I wasn't even thinking about this stuff lining up. I was just giving you some things that I used to deal with whenever I was poor, as opposed to what I do now, or how I think now, and what I say now. God honest truth. I wasn't even thinking about this stuff lining up. It just worked out that way. So it was meant for somebody, right? Be smarter. Buy assets that create cash flow so you can buy back your time. Look at the opposite. Woo, this is a blessing. Man, look at this. Look at that. Woo! What a blessing, man. Y'all don't know how blessed y'all are to be here. I wasn't even thinking about this, and I'm blessed to be here too. So don't think it's one-sided. I'm blessed to be seeing this too, right? Even though I live this way, I get to share with you. So if you want to be rich and wealthy, be smarter, work smarter, acquire assets that create cash flow so you can buy back your time. What does that mean? Be smart with your money. Be smart with how you move. Use your money to get these things called assets that bring money to you. A small example would be a middleman business like Mike just enrolled for. Congratulations, Mike. I'm about to change your life. I'm about to change your life. I know it because it's all I do. People ask, what are you doing, man? You're always free during the day. This is what I do. This is what I do. I do a middleman moving business, a middleman cleaning business, and now I'm doing a middleman website business. And I don't do any of that stuff, and I don't want to. I don't even know how, right? So somebody said, I'm thankful to be on this stream, man. I appreciate it. Somebody said, I'm tired of trading time for money. Come on, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Let me know that this is helping you guys. Trading time for money is a hard way to live because you're working with the one thing you're going to run out of. The one thing you can't get back. Man, come on. This is some financial gospel right here. Work smarter to acquire assets that create cash flow. That means money comes into your pocket, like a vending machine, like a business, like investments. And then use that money so you don't have to go to work to buy back your time. Whereas if you want to be poor and middle class, do what I used to do. Work hard. You want to find people who make the least amount of money? Find the people who work the hardest. I promise you, the people who work the hardest are the poorest people at the job. Promise you. Who works harder than the janitor? And I've been a janitor. Years ago when my daughter was young, I needed a job so bad I was cleaning up like after school. I've been there. I've done it. You guys are not looking at somebody who's special. I ain't special. I learned this stuff the hard way. And now you get to copy off my test. So you don't have to fail like I did. Let me teach you. Instead of paying $9.97 to learn how to build your own business on your phone, go to middlemanceo.com. Middlemanceo.com. Click join. Get the course right now for $297. 6-hour course plus one-on-one coaching with me for the rest of the year. Come on. Don't wait. Don't sit on it. Please don't. You're going to miss it. You're going to come back. This thing's going to be $1,000 or more because I'm running out of room to be able to coach people one-on-one because I can only do so many. Goodness, take advantage of this. Right? So, and I wasn't even here to talk about that. But if you work harder to buy liabilities or things like houses, which is a liability, which means it takes money from you, buy things you don't need, houses, cars, blah, blah, blah. And the only way you know how to make money on a job, and the only way you know how to make money on a job is by selling your time for money, then you're in the poor and middle class category. So I hope this is blessing you guys. I got to go. I got to get my workout on, so I'm trying to get back in shape and look as good as I can for the summer because I love summer in Texas. And so I'm here in Dallas, South Louisiana boy originally, but I've been in Dallas for a few years now, and I love it. By the way, if you guys are in Dallas, hey, let's link up. Let's go to lunch. Let's do something. So I'm always here. So, but guys, again, I hope this is blessing you. I hope it changes your life. If you miss this opportunity, like Mike said, if you miss this opportunity, I don't know what to tell you. Good luck, I guess. That's all I can say. Mike, see you in the training. For everybody else who went and signed up, I'll see you in the training. We're going to do some one-on-one, and I got some information that's going to change your life and blow your mind so you don't have to work hard to make money. We're going to work smarter, not harder. And we're going to get our time back and not have to sell it always. So let's put that work in. I promise you guys, if you just put the work in and trust the process, give it 90 days or so to start growing. I promise your life will never be the same. Happened for me. I learned the hard way. I had nobody to teach me. You got me. I'm going to be there with you. All right, guys, be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day. And if you want to screenshot this, I'm okay with that. Go ahead and grab it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.